This is Gene Nichols, and I am hosting this program called Community Roundup. We are here with Joel Hochberg, Vice Chairman of the Rancho Mirage Cultural Commission, and Beverlee Greene, Chairwoman of the Rancho Mirage Cultural Commission. It's Rancho Mirage Does Broadway, singing and dancing, a big celebration of Broadway's greatest hits, performed by none other than the Young Americans. Joel, was the entire board of the Cultural Commission as excited about getting the Young Americans to get out here?
Definitely. We had seen the Young Americans, a number of videotapes and so forth, and were very, very enthused about them and how they perform and their youth and their energy and so forth. And then when Beverlee came back from, she said, her seeing it live, that really put the cap on it. Beverlee will now have to tell you, she came back so enthused and so excited. She called me and she said, "Joel, I'm pregnant." Now you must now. I must let Beverlee explain that. I was not the father, by the way.
Okay. and I'm certainly not of being the age of being pregnant at this time, but I felt from the day I saw them, the evening I saw them, it was really conception for me, and it has grown since. And I came back with all this enthusiasm to my friends and commissioners who were joyful about my upcoming event. But let me just tell you that once we agreed, we went into the mode of developing the flyers, the posters, and getting everything ready for the PR work. And Joel and I worked on the coloring of this as though we were decorating a baby's room. We went from the blue and the red, white, and blue because of the Young Americans and so on. And what we developed was this gorgeous poster that is all over the city, flyers that are distributed everywhere. It's in the local newspaper. But the next thing that happened after this happened, and we were getting response, is that the opening day of the tickets in October, first when the tickets went on sale, they sold. I'll tell you something, it was like going in for an ultrasound and knowing that everything was going to be okay. And now I am waiting for the birth.
How many, the birth of, how many?
The birth of 40.
Yeah, a lot of kids.
The birth of 40. So let me just explain that this has been a wonderful emotion.
We are talking with Beverlee Greene, Joel Hochberg from the Rancho Mirage Cultural Commission. You guys, you say you put on 2 shows a year, spring and fall. Joel, when do you start preparations, or is it kind of a year-round thing where you're always, once one show ends, you're getting ready to get contracts for the next year?
We meet every month during the year, so there's not a slow season as far as our attendance at the meetings and our planning, and it could be a year in advance the way things are in terms of making the booking, getting the availability, and even before that discussing who do we want this time or next year and so forth and so on. So at least a year in advance is the planning mode.
And Beverlee, for this specific group, this Young Americans group, which is traveling all over and, darting all over the globe, to pin them down and get them to come here, talk about a coup. This is a wonderful opportunity for them to perform somewhere right here in the county.
Absolutely, and then we were very fortunate. But again, we actually contracted with them long in advance, and just to make sure, one, that we had them specifically to do our Broadway show, and secondly, we have to make sure that the venue is available.
And the other thing we have to consider, Joel, and correct me if I'm wrong, as a city entity, the Rancho Mirage Cultural Commission must get a budget from the city.
Oh, yes.
So you have to work within what you have as a budget, right?
Right, and thanks to the city, we're able to keep the prices very, very low and below what is being charged by other entertainment venues. $35 a ticket is, I think, the lowest.
And for the show, that's going to be over 2 hours. I mean, it's an incredible price. It's so affordable, and this is really a family show.
Joel, thank you so much. Beverlee, thank you so much.
Thank you, Gene.
This is Community Roundup. I'm Gene Nichols.